morning in the check-in process. Thank you. It was amazing. Okay, I'm going to take a few minutes, and I have just a couple of words I want you to implant on your heart.
Turn it up.
Can you hear me? More? Woo.
I'm getting ready to.
Anyway, I want to talk about two things that really, to me, play out the big part of our staying consistent and committed to this business. So every morning, as you wake up, you have to decide, this is my business. If you're looking at it as a business, now you may just be looking at it, here you're hoping to get more info on the products. You know what, we have an amazing website. You go figure out what you need.
There's only one way.
Only one
Turn
way.
off one way.
Anyway, figure out what you need as far as information on the products. But then every day you get up and decide, I'm opening the door to my business. How many people own a conventional brick and mortar business? You know, you've got to get up every day and decide, I'm going to go open my business. So as we do that, that is part of your commitment. That's a commitment every day to do what you need to do to move yourself forward. The other part is connection. It's a huge, huge factor of this business is connection. Your job is to connect anybody you bring in the business as far upline as you possibly can. I mean, how many of you in here have your upline diamond cell phone number? Yes, that's the way it should be, because you know what, as you get connected to this business, what if the person that brings you in decides something's happening in my life right now and I am not going to do this? Well, you get connected to the person that's building in your upline, and they are going to help you. Trust me, when my phone rings or I get an email and somebody said, will you help me? You know, I'm 5 people in debt from you, but will you help us? I've got my calendar, my old school calendar. I mean, I know there's so many ways of working and booking appointments, but I get my calendar out and I say, what day's good for you? What time's good for you? When can Charlie and I come help you? So that is part of the connection. Make sure if your team, upline team is in here today, number one, get with them and say, wow, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of my life. And let's go build. Then get your calendar out and say, when can you help me do an event, a meeting? And the third thing is understanding that people want to be a part of a community. I mean, I don't think I know this any more than coming to this hotel this weekend and getting out of the car last night and watching all these comic book characters. I mean, to see people dressing up, from really young people, and I saw some that were a lot older than me, in costumes, but you know what? They're here because they have a community. They want to be with people who are like-minded, who are doing what they want to do. So you make the community so inviting and so enticing that everybody wants to be a part. So, God bless.
Testimony. I gotta give you a testimony. So, how many of y'all ever heard of Toby Keith? We got some country music. Lovers here, you know, he did a song, and I was just, you know, I said it to Mel, how many of y'all are in here over 60? A lot of people over 60, and how many of y'all see the movie The Mule? You know, if not, go see it. Clint Eastwood, yeah, just did that movie, and somebody sent me a video, and Clint Eastwood was talking to Toby Keith. They were playing golf, and Clint Eastwood, Toby Keith asked him, he said, how old are you? And he says, 88 years old. And they said, how can you keep this pace up? At 88, he's got a new movie. He just did a movie. He's got a new movie he's getting ready to do. He's, directing movies. And he said something to Toby Keith that I'm going to live the rest of my life. He says, I don't let the old man in. And Toby Keith says, hold on a second, let me write that down. Don't let the old man in. And Toby Keith went home and wrote a song called Don't Let the Old Man In. And that song was the song that played through the whole movie. And to have that gift, to have somebody write something down or say something and then write a song that becomes, a major player in the industry is pretty powerful. And I share that little story because, you know what, we all have got a message. And we all have got something that we've got to share with somebody else that only you can share with that person. And so today as you come in this room and, oh my gosh, have Dallin here and Daniel here and Carrie here, there are kids here, that they would come and feel secure enough. I'm going to tell you what, in the early days, I wouldn't have brought my family here. I didn't trust any of y'all. Nobody. I'm leaving my kids at home. And so, it's a process. Listen, I was a businessman. I didn't get in this industry until I was 35 years old. I become very negative and hard. Why I own rental property. I've told this story that you will learn to hate people if you own rental property. Get some. It'll humble you. It'll make you a better person building this business. Because you have to take a lot of stuff. When you own rental property, you got to listen to a lot of things you don't want to listen to. And so today, and us being here, that's the best I've ever heard Frank. I'm going to tell you, give Frank and Cindy a hand. Come up here in 20 minutes to make a point that maybe can turn somebody's life around. It's not easy, and that's why we're praying back there. We're praying for you. We're praying all day long. I love that they got the disciple WhatsApp now, so we can get on there and we can be lifted up and exhorted every day. It's important that we know who the boss is. And if we know who the boss is, then everything else is going to be taken care of. And Frank and Cindy shared a little bit. We know that people are a mess because we're all been a mess. And we're going to be a mess again. It's only when somebody stands in the gap for you that you can get through it. And so, if I ask how many of y'all in a mess, everybody raise their hand. I raise mine because I got children, I got a wife, I got things that are going on in my life. But one thing I don't let the old man in, and I don't let anything stop me. That's right. Debbie and I did 9 meetings in the last 4 days. 9. And you know what? I'm not old. I say I'm old only to get sympathy. Help me, please. Get a little sympathy. I'm old. And I hear Mel. I thought I was old till Mel, I'm almost 80. My gosh. And here's a guy that's never stopped. He's a financial guy. This guy knows the stuff. He's hired by companies to fly out to do meetings like this for hundreds and thousands of people in the insurance industry, financial industry. And he's building this. I'm going to go check. I think real estate might be the deal. Shut up. It could be. But most likely you're going to lose your money. Because you have no control. The one thing that I love about this industry, I control every piece of it. Every piece of it. Government says, Lord, raise taxes. Well, go ahead, I'm just going to make more money. We're going to raise the gas, press the gas. Go ahead, I'm going to make more money. Oh, we're going to raise everything. Go ahead, I'm just going to go make more money. Money, I had a lady come up there one time and she says, son, you're always talking about money. She says, look, money can't buy happiness. I said, man, how would you know? There's always somebody broke telling you money can't buy happiness. I've been broke, I've had money. And even if you're miserable with the money, you can help somebody with it. And so let's don't go there. I love Frank and I know Ricky and Francois, how bold they are. Listen, we've got to get bold. We got a system. We got Listen, I'm not even a tech guy, but we got an app that is killer. You know, and I mean, you know, I'm not on Facebook. Everything, you gotta be on Facebook. Why? I got real friends. And so, and they're not. I'm teasing now because I know each other. But, you know, I was listening. I know we all need to, everybody needs to be doing better at every aspect of this business. And that's one aspect that gives us an opportunity to open a door. Is that important? Say yes. Yes. But there's nothing more important than you going, because you can't get a hug over the internet. You can't have somebody look in your eyes and go, you know what, I believe in you. And so those are the things that, you know what, coincide with one another. We have to get past thinking that the internet's going to build our business. Just like I have to get past thinking that social media is not something I need. You know, I mean, we had Taylor's here. She walked out, but she's a new star 800. Give her a hand. And she didn't know you're not supposed to leave. Even if you got to go to the bathroom, you got to stay in here until you get recognized. Yeah, stay in here. You know, and so, but she did a little thing on, I guess it was Facebook, and the next day she sponsors it. What? Oh, Instagram. Hashtag shut up. Yeah. Thank you very much. She did a little video, Instagram, and a girl in Massachusetts, I think, watched it. Now that girl's put 5 people in business. You know, so who needs to shut up? It's me. You know, I need to shut up. Social media. You know, we're building a group, and you know, I'm a guy. I don't want to go everywhere. You know, I like it that I'm in Florida. You know, and especially during the winter. I just sponsored 2 guys in Alaska. You know what? I just told them, I said, I'm never coming there, so you better be good. Well, I did give I said, when you sponsor 20 people, I'll be there. You know, I'm doing some training here. When there are people away from you, you can't go get in a car or in an airplane and run all over and spend your money. You have to make people do something before you spend your money. Right. And so, why would I tell him to get 20 people? Because I know he's probably going to quit, so I need to talk to 20 to get somebody that'll stay in. Listen, I've done this for a long time. You know, I mean, shoot, we have fun when people quit. They go, I'm coming, I'm going to quit. You ever had anybody tell you they're going to quit? Okay, so get a glass of water, stick your finger in it, and pull it out and ask, hey, did you see the hole? He goes, what hole? I said, yeah, that's how long it's going to take me to replace you. See, I'm talking about being a little bold. You know what? You have to get bold. You got to get your back straightened out. You know, and that's what Frank's talking about. That's what we're talking about. Everybody in here deserves to be a diamond. Yeah. You deserve to be a diamond. You know, you look down here at the things people are going through, and you can't blame anybody else if you don't get there. That's the sad part. That's why people quit. They want to blame you, but they can't. You know, they can't, because guess what? Yep. Daniel already said it. Doesn't matter whether black, white, rich, poor, educated, uneducated, you know, pretty or ugly. Whoever does the work makes the money. You know, and so I love that we're at a time and place that we can now start teaching some things. You know, I love that we got an event coming up in Utah in July. And you know what? I think every one of you got a little thing on your chair. Listen, you know when the best time to sign up for one of those events? Right now. Right now to sign up for that event. So before you leave here, fill it out. I think we're going to draw like 20 of them out of a hat so everybody can go free. No, we're not. I'm teasing. But you know what? You need to fill that thing out, because here's the deal. You know what? All of a sudden, as you get closer and closer and closer, how many know it's harder to make that decision? There's always going to be some reason you can't make it. Always. And so don't let the reason find you. You find the reason. And so, you know, that's why the Bible says dig a well before you need the water. You know, everybody's waiting until they're broke. You know, listen, you know, we've been in this business a long time. We've been in this business where I was broke, like Daniel was talking, couldn't pay attention. I was losing my car, my house. And they told us way back then, said, here's the last thing you're ever going to do before you do yourself in. You're going to stand in the middle of New York, you're going to look at the top of the Empire State Building, and you're getting ready to jump, and somebody yells, "Don't jump, try Amway." So we did. So we retired for 13 years in that business that nobody wanted to get into. Nobody. You know what? Now it's a $12 billion company. You know, and people still making fun of it. $12 billion company. You know, then, you know, what Frank and our mentor calls us up and goes, "Hey, I'm looking at something. Looks like we can help some people and make some money." Don't ever forget that right there. "Bob, I'm looking at something. Looks like we help some people make some money." How many of y'all got friends? How many of y'all know your friends love you? They just don't believe you. And so here's what you do. You don't ask them to get in. You go, "Hey, Bob, this is Charlie. I'm coming over. Get your credit card out. We're getting in business together." Yeah. Our last one, I sponsored 13 people like that in one day. 7 of them became multi-millionaires in a business called Monument. "Oh, I'm afraid I'm going to lose my friends." Shut up. You know, I'm afraid to talk to my friends because what will they think? They ain't thinking about you anyway. And so don't even worry about those kind of things. You know, I'll just tell you, for those people that leave here and get bold and you call your friends and tell them, "Get your credit card out, I'm coming over," you watch how many people you sponsor. They're gone. The reason nobody gets in with you because you're so milly-mouthed. Like Frank. Take a look. Take a look. You're talking about a company that has done $100 million in 18 months. $100 million. And we're still trying to figure out whether we want to be a part of it. You know, I mean, Daniel knows I'm not going to take no bull from anybody. We're sitting at a table and a guy, after 4 people, we talked to 4 guys, and they all got in, boom, boom, boom. This young guy comes up and he goes, "Well, I'm here for you to talk me into why I should get in this thing." I'm looking right at it and I said, "Shut up and get your butt out of here." I did. You know what? He made me so mad. Here's Daniel. You know what? 2 years, a company go $100 million with Dallin, and this guy is questioning our integrity. I don't need him. I don't need 1,000 of him. I don't need 1,000,000 of him. I'll take 2 truck drivers and garbage trucks that have a dream and a desire and willing to do something. So what are we going to do to leave here? We're going to leave here and we're going to go build this business big because you got a reason. You know, the last event we did in Jacksonville, I had so much fun because some people would get wore out from having motor coaches and 9 cars and 5 home-lit elevators and, millions of dollars in the bank. They could get jealous of you. Again, shut up. But, I mean, people are afraid. Listen, all I'm telling you, it's all about the money. I'm going to stay in even if all of you quit. A lifetime of loving people and being with people. And Frank and Cindy, they were getting divorced 25 years and they were going to get a divorce. And we were the ones that stood in the gap on Christmas Eve night and said, "No, you're not. No family of mine gets divorced unless you're abusing her, Frank. If you're abusing her, kill him, Cindy." I'll tell the sheriff I was there. He fell on and slipped on a banana peel, hit his head. Yeah, but what about the ice pick wound? Oh, well. I only got a couple minutes here. I think it's funny, a lot of stuff on TV. And so, I was going to go there. I said, if you're having trouble with your marriage, you ever watch any of those shows, those science shows? I'm telling guys, don't drink sweet tea, because that's the one that they put antifreeze in. you get your list and you keep adding to it every day. You know what? Then you pick up the phone and you're shaking, put some aluminum foil right next to the phone, you know, or your iPad or your iPhone, whatever it is, and when you don't know what to say, just wind it up and go, hey, we got a bad connection. And you'll call them again tomorrow when you're a little better prepared. You know, we've done all these things. You know, so, you know, you get on your list, you make those calls, you keep making calls, call the people you're intimidated by most first. Then you know what, you go over, you show them the plan, you know, you follow up with a meeting, and then you know what, you book a home meeting. How easy is it to book a home meeting? I do a meeting, I book a home meeting from every meeting I ever do. You know why? As soon as the meeting's over, Debbie always directs me, the woman or the man, whoever's doing it, she always directs me to the couple that are excited. How many of y'all know you can tell me the couple, the ones that are bumping each other, and you see them nodding like this? And then always the nut in the room comes up and tries to take your time. Shove them out of the way. Say, I'm going to give you, here's Daniel PQ's card. Call Daniel, I ain't got time for this, I want to make some money. So you know what? Debbie always directed me to people that were excited and had the energy. And I mean, these are so much fun things to share with you. Here's what I do. I go right up to Bob and I go, Bob, I see you're excited about this thing, you and your wife. I'm going to do another meeting in a couple days. What should Bob be asking me if he's excited? Where's the meeting? And so as soon as he says that, I got a big smile. I'm like, Bob, we're doing it at your house. Do you know that if there's 3 people in the room and all of them are excited, you're going to get a meeting, a home meeting out of 3 couples. You know what? You may get all 3 of them. Listen, this is just about showing the plan. Whoever shows the plan most wins, that's it, period. And so, you know, those that are in this room, just get out there and start the process. Have fun with it. You know, people, I just can't be serious. I'm sorry. If anybody had a donut right now, I'd get serious. All right, so God bless you guys. You know what, it's been, you know what, we've already had a great day. We're not done yet, and we're not even close to being done yet. And I just wanted to share, because I know that some of you are going to have to be leaving. I've asked Dallin and Daniel to stay a little bit later after the event's over. And they're going to stay and do like a little leadership afterwards for anybody that wants to stay. And so, you know, I know people have to go, and if you have to go, we understand that. Go, you know, and you know what? We'll be seeing you again in the next couple months in another region, or we'll be seeing you again in Utah at the major functions. God bless.